All right, so the property came with this awesome gator, and Carter's been having a lot of fun with it. But like a year and a half, 2 years ago or something, Carter got it just stuck in the woods, broke, it's not working anymore. We just left it there. I'm out here to pull it out. Carter said he's just gonna call the scrap guy and just get rid of it, but I don't think that's a good idea. I'm gonna try and fix it up, and he's giving me a day to get it running. So we're gonna haul it out of here and take it up to the shop. Whatever was wrong with it, it must have been pretty serious for Carter to have just abandoned it out here. It's been out here 2 years. See if maybe the battery has any life left in it. No, of course not. Okay, well, I mean, I think we just clear it off and we just bring it up to the house. Try our best. Got a tow strap back here. Let's see. This is probably as good as any right here. And then shackle. I'll just go around these two like this. Cool. All right, now we're ready to pull it out. Hey, yeah, I need a hand with the old gator. Yeah, that one.
Well, you made me walk down here in my Crocs. You need me to drive out the old gator.
Yeah, you remember this thing?
I do. It's probably like 1 or 2 years ago. I was out here bogging this thing super hard. I hit something really bad. As soon as I did that, it started making a terrible noise, and then it stopped driving. It wouldn't go into gear. It was like screaming. Pretty sure I blew something out really bad. I don't think it's worth saving, but we're about to find out. Since I parked it in here, a lot of stuff has grown up, so we're trying to figure out how to even get it out. There we go. Oh, that's right in the trail. He's dropping in the trail. That's pretty good. Oh, there we go. It's amazing how much stuff grows and falls back here. I feel like every couple months we go back, there's like huge trees that fell. We're chainsawing stuff to keep the trails like open and stuff. So I think we can get it out now. All right, I'm ready. Let's pull this thing out. Shoot in neutral. We'll see if it rolls.
Oh my gosh. These trees are like the worst right now. I'm gonna give it like a little bump.
Okay.
Oh no. How stuck did you get this thing?
He's not happy.
You gotta be kidding me.
One more time. Yeah. Keep going. I think the wheels were seized in the back. I'm worried we're not gonna be able to get it all the way out, but she's rolling now. I think the rear was kind of jammed until we gave you that yank, it freed it up. This is nasty stuff. Oh boy. We got a huge bog. Oh, hang on! Whoa! Oh, it stinks. Oh no. That was a stump. One more big obstacle coming up. Oh gosh. This is the kind of stuff that broke it to begin with. That was log hopping and mud bogging. She's not meant to do that. She's like a farm tractor. Okay, I think the worst of it is behind us. Now we're heading off to our garage.
It's got a little bit of an issue. Now come back here. The transmission is cracked in half. If you look back in here, big old crack right in the transmission. So the plan is we're gonna put this on the lift. I'm gonna pull the transmission out, and then we're gonna take it over to my buddy Alex's house, and we're gonna try and weld it back together. Okay, so these gators have what's called a transaxle, which means the transmission and the axle are all one piece. So we're gonna start by removing the wheels, and then we're gonna disconnect our linkages, remove the trailer hitch, and then we remove this belt. This thing is actually belt driven, so I'm gonna take this belt off. Great, that's out of the way. And then any chance you get, I always put the bolts right back where they came from, so you remember where they go. Now on both sides, we've got this brake mechanism. This is our caliper and our brake rotor. And then this is our parking brake cable here. So we're gonna start with that first. Trying to lose our brake pads. Oh yeah, these brake pads are not in the greatest of shape. Now I just repeat all that on this side. So now we've got this drive belt that goes from the engine to the transmission. So when the engine's not running, nothing's tight, so we can usually just walk this belt off of here. We'll just set that aside. We've got this interesting brace here that goes between the engine and the transmission. We're just gonna pop that out. Now what I'm gonna take off is this trailer hitch and this panhard bar, and then do the suspension here, these little like coilovers. Comes right out. Easy. Next thing we gotta do is deep clean it, and then I'll take it and we'll weld it up. Now that this transaxle is squeaky clean, I'm gonna try and split it apart so that we can remove these halves and weld this part back together, and then we'll reassemble it. Oh, you're kidding. Okay, well that's embarrassing. There we go. That's pretty funny. There we go. Now we're gonna have to remove this case. I am concerned that when I pull this off, I'm gonna unleash the entire inner workings of this thing. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this other axle off, so we have just the actual like transmission, I guess, and we'll split it from there. It'll make it a lot easier to move around as well. We'll see. There we go. All that's left is to split the actual case of the transmission. All right, well here it is, and our piece to go on. Now time to take it to Alex's house and get this welded up. Got this all prepped, ready to be welded up. We're back in the shop. This thing looks awesome. It's completely welded back together. It's time to put this case back together, put the axles back on, and then we put this all back in the gator. All right, so I've got all of these bolts in finger tight, but there's two that go right into our patched piece. It's just not lining up the way it should. This was a little bit of a fail, at least when repairing this case. It didn't go back together very well. I've got a brand new one half of this case coming in. I'm gonna take it back apart, pull the gear sets out, and then we'll put them into the new case, put it all back together, and the gator will be back on the road again. This one's ready for the trash, and I'm ready to put together the new one. All right, there we go. Our new part is here. Take a look. Look at that, shiny, new, ready to be installed. See, they're exactly the same. Just need to switch this part over to there. And the important part is where ours was cracked. This one is all fresh. All right, so I finished getting all the last little bits swapped over from the other casing, including like these brackets and bolts and plugs and things and a vent. So now this one is officially ready to receive the gear set. We'll pop all this back in here. We're good to go. Actually, it wasn't too bad, but we've got all the gears into the new case. Everything's in there. It all works nicely. There's neutral. Doesn't spin our output shaft. And if I were to click it into gear here, look at that. I don't know if that's forward or reverse, but then I click here again. Back to neutral, and then into the other gear, spins the other direction. Pretty cool. I think we've got it fixed, so now to put the other half on, mount these axles back up here, and it goes back into the gator. There we go, one completed gator transaxle. It's all repaired, all resealed. We should be good to go. And just like that, our transaxle is back in position. So our transaxle is officially bolted in. We're just going to start putting everything back on. We'll fill it up with oil, and then we'll give it a test drive. This is one of those rare instances where it was way easier putting it back together than taking it apart. It went together really well. Now we need to tip the bed up to put fluid in it. This has a power dump bed, which is really cool. Like a little button here. So let's see if this thing's battery's dead. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's totally dead. So let's put this thing on a charger. I think this thing's battery's under the seat. There it is down there, covered in mud. Let's put a charger on this thing and see if we can revive it. I've tried getting this battery to take any kind of charge, and it is completely dead. So I'm gonna pull it out, we'll put a fresh one in. There we go. All right, we're coming down the home stretch here. A new battery, which means, oh yeah, we can tip the bed up, which lets us get to the transmission fill plug. Here goes nothing. Now take it outside.
It's now time for the final test. So Matt, you said you think you might have fixed it.
I think I did fix it. I think it's perfect now.
Well, the junker is supposed to be here later today, so if this drives, I'll call him and tell him not to come. And if it doesn't work, we're gonna just push it right up onto his trailer.
Put a lot of work into it.
We gotta give it a test. First off, we gotta see if she'll even turn on and run. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Hang on.
Keep going, keep going.
Are you sure you fixed it? Now the transmission was broken, so we need to do two tests. We got the reverse, forward, and actually a third test for this diff locker here too. So we need to make sure that works. If that works, it means it drives, and that means this is a successful save. Well, here we go. Let's try this thing. Reverse test number one. So far, so good. Alright, so reverse is officially working, but we do need to see if forward works. From reverse to forward. So far, so good.
Carter has way too much fun with this thing. He would never have let it get junked.
Alright, last test, we gotta test the diff lockers. Let's drop this thing into diff lock. Let's see if this engages.
Oh yeah.
It's working. I can feel the back dragging across the road. Okay, well, I think the transmission is fixed. It goes in forward, reverse, neutral, and the diff locker works, so I do think he successfully saved it. So I gotta tell the scrap guy not to come. I was gonna get a few $100, but now we have an official working John Deere Gator. Good work, Matt.
Yeah. Now we gotta put raw garage stickers on it.